We have seen a lot of radicalization of our youth across the sub-region, including the entire world. And we've seen a lot of uprisings in the Middle East and in Northern Africa. And we've seen the level at which young people are getting involved, and we see the level at which young people are seeking for greener pastures. So we have a lot of issues to talk about, which has got to do with unemployment of our youth, those who even qualify without job. And we talk about underemployment of our youth. And we talk about the huge bulge that we have a lot of potentials in our young people. And so if they are left idle, there's a tendency that they can get engaged in a lot of violence. Now, another thing that is bothering us so much as young peace builders is the level at which drugs are being abused within and among young people. And so these beneficiaries are stakeholders in the field who are working with young people, who are into organizations and groups that are able to replicate the knowledge gained. Because one of the things that we introduce, which is new to even Sierra Leone, is the aspect of the security police and youth dialogue and the aspect of restorative justice.
Alright, I think this thing they become very interesting. And one of the reasons where would they do this for? Because they help we for understand we self. So we they able to understand the law as young people then. Yes. We will know how to behave. And the police self will able to understand who side they self they go wrong and waiting for do. Because one thing we don't discover with all the training over the past few days, we all don't put the youths them in one basket. The same way how the youths themselves don't put all the police them in one basket. So that don't do for let we try for they get their kind of dialogue there for break that. Yes.
Many times the youths have been very much associated with violence. The youths are very much in the news. Every day you tune to any radio station, you hear of stabbing, cliff, gun, etc.
This project, as you may know, is made possible through the Alumni Engagement Innovation Fund, which is a fund made available by the United States government. So the essence of them coming for that training of trainers is to get the knowledge and then go back to the different communities and be able to replicate them across, because we targeted people who actually are stakeholders in the field, who are into peace building and community development programs. And so we had a very successful program, as you may know. So people to attend, and among those we had the military, we had the police, we had the correctional services, we had people from different sectors, including women's groups, youth groups, and the rest of it. And in terms of those who are actually trained to be trainers, because we want this project to have a ripple effect, a ripple positive effect, because we want this program to go across the sub-region. So we had participants during the training.
This will only come by when we are all together, when our thoughts are being recognized by each and other. And what brings in violence is when we have disagreements. When I say A is A and you say no, A is not A, is B, there comes in what we call violence.
So I'm talking about conflict prevention and violence, and in these days of extremism that is awakening across Africa, and the world is actually fighting with the issue of extremism and radicalization of our youth. We understand that in order to solve conflicts or to mitigate violence, there are also what we refer to as the triggering effects, and those triggering effects and causes most of the time are left to go unnoticed, and that's one of the things that we think very strongly that needs to be.
And as youths, I'm so glad that this program is targeting the youths, because the youths are the hub of every peace within any nation or any community rather.
we have the UN Security Council Resolution 2250, which is actually pushing, and for the involvement of youth into peace building and security and peacekeeping. And quite recently, there was a review at the UN General Assembly or the United Nations headquarters, and it's involved a lot of young people, youth who are pushing youth agenda forward. And I feel very strongly this is a great opportunity for us as young people to change the trajectory and to change the perception of people towards who youth are. Youth are not just those out there who are jobless or into violence, and most of the time will tell you, from one of the things that we discovered during the course of the dialogue sessions is the fact that we realize that most of the actors are not seen. The youth are only seen as the perpetrators because they are the ones who are actually seen, doing the act. But there are lots of other factors responsible, and there are lots of other people who are responsible, who are causing these youth to get involved in what they're involved in. And again, there were lots of accusations against the security sector during the course of our dialogue. And at some point in time, some of them could concede that, yes, we think we've gone wrong, this, A, B, C, and so. According to the former UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, and not passive beneficiaries, but we're active partners, and we also need the seats at the table. That's what we're looking at, because we have the potentials to make the difference. And so we're looking forward to seeing more partners come on board so that we can work together to ensure that we have a sustainable peace and development within our community.
I love peace.
We the forces are young peace builders. We are young peace builders.